A lot of corruption. And it's funny how um corruption is okay if it targets the people that you don't like. It's a lot of corruption going on, man. It's so blatant. It's so blatant. This whole mugshot thing to me shows that we are a society of like hate towards other people, and we want to see their demise, their downfall. And I guess to certain people, this mugshot thing represents that. But we're going to get into it, and I'm going to show y'all why at the end of the day all it does is fundraise. That's all it does. And I'm seeing so many dumb delusional people really believing that he was going to be detained. Why would he be detained? This is how mentally unstable you people are. But let's get into it. Shout out to everybody that's here, moderators, channel members, Patreons, people that have bought shirts, that have donated when I'm not even posting live streams. Thank y'all for being here. And let's see who's here in the chat room. Let's see who's here. Jake, Sigma, Josh, I'm Him, Ocean View, Charm, Dwayne, Will, Sir Lance, Jermaine, Bold. See, Jay, Thomas was good. David was good. High Tech, Calvin Bruton, Troy, Excel Pro, Boss Lady, what's up? Sauce K, Derek, Kirk, Swing Out, Ryuga, Carol Burrell, Music was good. Mark, what's up? John, Jabari, what's good, people? Shout out to Solomon Overhead with the first super chat. Says, salute Jay and family. My respect to you, Jay, for standing on your square. Much respect. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. I'm all about that. I don't change. I don't fold. If I believe something, I'm going to stand on it. It's a shame where we have gotten to, where you're able to attack your political opponents. This would not stand if it was the other way around. What's good, Zoe? Meditation, what's up, Thomas? The bull tone. Is it 5 ranks?
Salute Jay and fam. My respect to you, Jay, for standing on your square. Much respect.
Respect, bro. Appreciate it, man. But this is how far we've gotten. This is how far we have fallen as a people in America. And again, make sure y'all like the stream, because I'm going to really, we got other topics that we're going to discuss today. We're not just going to talk about this, but this is the main one I wanted to speak about, because you people, and you know who you are, you really thought that this was going to be a moment of something to be ashamed of. No, this just shows you why Donald Trump is 100% correct about being a target of political persecution, whether you like him or not. And also, let me say this too, as a side note. There's another story that happened yesterday. The death of Bray Wyatt. He is a professional wrestler in WWE. Wyndham Rotunda. I made a video about him years ago in regards to, him being with JoJo. But rest easy to him. Rest easy to Bray Wyatt. 36 years old. That's very young. He's only a couple years older than me. And they're saying it could have been a bad reaction to COVID, heart attack. That's tough. It really is. And I don't think we're going to know the full truth. I really don't. I don't think we're going to know the full truth. There are certain things they've said, but there were probably other elements as well. And we may never know. Maybe will, maybe won't. Yeah, died suddenly. He was supposed to. He's supposed to be on his way back to the WWE, and then this happens. And then this happens. Why he played football at Marvel Detroit? Right, he was a former football player. Former football player. Came from a family of wrestlers. His father was IRS. His brother was Bo Dallas. All right. He leaves behind kids, girlfriend. I don't know if he married JoJo, but it is sad, man. He had a lot to live for. Very creative guy. Life just cut short, man. So many people have died over the past couple of years. It's insane. What's good, Gerald? It's insane how many people have passed away over the past couple of years, especially this year. Now, we can get into discussions of why this is happening, but it shouldn't. These deaths suddenly, right? It's crazy. We are a stressed society, but we are a society that is being pumped with junk. We really are. I know Bray, they're saying he had COVID, and they're saying it made the situation with his heart. I believe he may have had a situation with that. It made it worse. So don't really know the cause, just know what happened up until that point, because he was scheduled to come back. He was scheduled to come back. And it's just a lot of people being lost this year. Y'all know I made a video about the 17-year-old basketball player. He lost his life while working out, doing basketball conditioning. 17 years old. And I did one about a 28-year-old football player lost his life, but I think that was a different circumstance. Might have been different circumstances. But there's a lot going on. You know, they're talking about bringing masks back and doing lockdowns. Y'all need to resist. Y'all need to resist. Do not allow those people to lock you down, to make you wear masks. You know, there are still people out here wearing masks. Listen, COVID is going to happen whether you wear a mask or not. There are plenty of people who wear masks who still got COVID. But they're trying to bring all that bullshit back. You need to resist. And let me say this to the people that wanted Joe Biden in office. This is the monster that you have supported. Look at where we are now. They're talking about shutting things down again. For what reason? For what reason? These are the people that are going after Donald Trump. These are the people that you empowered. You know who you are. You people were twerking in my chat room on the election night. It was mainly black males. Black males were in my chat room twerking. Not all, but some of you know who you are. You were twerking for Joe Biden. Now they're talking about shutting things down. Right. Terry Funk as well. Terry Funk passed away the day before, which I tell you, that's a lot of loss going on. Terry Funk, legendary pro wrestler, he passed away. Then Bray Wyatt passed away the next day. That's crazy. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. I'll get started when y'all get the likes up. But y'all know, y'all saw all these people twerking in my chat room when Joe Biden became president. I knew that was going to be a disaster. Even Barack Obama himself said a Joe Biden presidency would be a disaster. And y'all still wouldn't vote for him anyway. You say it didn't backfire? The viral mugshot backfired for what it was supposed to be. The Donald Trump mugshot was supposed to indicate that he was failing, that people shouldn't vote for him, that it was going to be a problem to his it was going to be a problem to him trying to be president, that was going to make him look bad, and people were going to mock it. Yeah, there are people mocking it, but he's mocking it too. That's why I say it backfired, because they were so desperate to get a mugshot of him. Y'all got to understand, they've been trying to get a mugshot of him since 2021, when they had this so-called insurrection. This is something that the liberal left has been fiending for. That's why I say it backfired. Because they've been fiending for him in a mugshot. They've been fiending for it. The day before he was supposed to turn himself in, right? Trump mugshot was going viral before then. The hashtag was going viral before he even got to Atlanta. That's why I say it backfired, because they were ready to pop champagne and celebrate it. Like, what are you people celebrating? Your country's going to shit. Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream, man. Your country is, and let me tell you why that's important. That's important because this administration is trying to get us into another war, people. But this time they're trying to go to war with China. I don't see how that's going to end well. But that's why they want Donald Trump out of the way. So they can continue these endless wars that drain us of resources. Our military we have a large military due to all these bases, but we don't have a very effective military. Who have we beaten in the last 10, 20, 30 years of note? Beating up on Iraq and then being in Afghanistan for 20 years doesn't count. Look at what's happening. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a tour of what's going on around the world. Shout out to Solomon Overhead again.
Preach it, Jay. This is political theater. Africa is standing up too against the elites. Resist lockdowns. Fool me once, shame you.
Right.
Fool me twice, shame on me. Us.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, man. Let me tell y'all what's going on, especially over there in Africa. Okay? They just had the BRICS summit over there in Africa, where the major countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, right? They make up the sort of the faces of the BRICS group. They've actually started to expand BRICS, but those countries are looking to invest in Africa, especially Russia and China. China touted all the things they have built in Africa, right? They don't have military bases there. From my understanding, they don't. Maybe y'all correct if I'm wrong, but I don't think they have any military bases, right? I know they have their footprint all over Africa. Russia don't have military bases in all these different countries, but America has military bases in every major country in Africa. So they can guard and take the resources, and they have their military there just in case people want to, but they kind of tiptoe. They tiptoe in these countries, build these bases, take the resources, and act like they're helping. Like the World Bank was going to give money to Uganda, and Uganda said, you know what, we're not going to deal with you trying to make men into women and women into men. And they're saying, well, we're not going to give you this money. And what the BRICS grouping is going to do is they're going to offer these countries an opportunity to join an economic alliance so they can stop getting sanctioned by America, because the dollar has been very strong. And when America cancels you, everybody cancels you. So what BRICS wants to do is build an economic alliance to where you can't cancel them. You can't withhold funds, because BRICS will have a situation where, they are able to economically survive from being sanctioned into the ground. What's good, Brian? And what's good, Bronx Eye? Make sure y'all like the stream. Salute to everyone that's here on this afternoon. So what BRICS is doing, they're offering to other countries. They offer to they've accepted, they've invited certain countries. Y'all know the countries that they accepted: Saudi Arabia, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, Venezuela, not Venezuela, it was Argentina. Those countries have oil. If there's one thing those countries have, is that they have oil. What's good, Poetry and Prophecies? What's good, Vern 85? So those countries with the top countries with the resources, the majority of them are joining BRICS. And they're going to be able to have access to all of those resources combined. And they're looking to get rid of the dollar, which I don't blame them, because the dollar is very weak. And it's weak because our economy, it fluctuates, and we could end up in a recession, people. We really can end up in a recession very soon. I think due to the actions of this rogue government, because that's what it is. We are dealing with a rogue government. Okay? And them sending money to Ukraine, the infrastructure in America is horrible. Other countries have better infrastructure than we do. They have better infrastructure than we do. We look at all these homeless people. Listen, I'm in the Southeast and I'm seeing homeless people out of nowhere with their car. You know what I'm saying? It's like the homeless are relocating all over the country. We should be dealing with the homeless issue, but we're not, because we are obsessed with trying to use Ukraine as a proxy against Russia, and that is failing. They went on a counteroffensive Ukraine in June, and that they haven't gained an inch. They've taken over a village here and there, but they still haven't gotten past the number one line of defense. Shout out to Eric.
What up, Jay? Hey, you saw the Trump locked up music video? Lol, these PPL better hope he doesn't get out scotch-free. He's gonna be more untouchable.
Appreciate that. Yeah, people gonna make videos. They're gonna clown. But the facts are that those cases are very weak. Very weak. Appreciate it. Yeah, also illegal immigrants coming into the country. America's infrastructure is falling apart because the politicians are very greedy. The politicians have outsourced a lot of jobs overseas. We have no manufacturing base. If we go to war, we don't have a manufacturing base. Let me tell you what's going to happen. If America goes to war and we start losing, they're going to enact a draft. They're going to, because you can't trust these people. They're going to enact a draft. They're going to start drafting young men into service, probably women as well. Because China has over 1 million servicemen, probably more. Russia can call up 1 million if they wanted to. If you think you're going to go to war with those countries and not take losses, a lot of them, you're sadly mistaken. That's what this administration is looking to do. The real deep state is operating. I wish people understood this. We should not be fighting wars. The reason why they're going after Donald Trump is because he doesn't want war. They want war. They don't want China's economy to outgrow theirs. They don't want Russia to outgrow theirs. That's why they sanction them as much as they do. But it hasn't helped because Russia still has been able to make money. You know, Russia's not isolated. All that failed. Hold up. Shout out to, let me see. Shout out to Mick for the Cash App. Appreciate that, Mick. America's like that jealous woman that doesn't like other people or doesn't like other women who look better than them. That's what America is. America's that jealous heifer that doesn't like other women that look better than them. But America has to understand that your military is crumbling. The weapons you're sending over to Ukraine aren't helping. They're actually taking the weapons that we're sending over there, Russia is, and they're putting it in a museum. They have a NATO museum of all the weapons that have been sent from all these different countries to Ukraine, and they've put them in a museum in Russia for people to take photos of. That's how badly they're losing over there. That Russia took the time out of their busy schedules to take all those weapons, those tanks, and put them in a NATO museum, a pop-up museum. That's how badly. See, the mainstream media is not going to tell you that. But I highly suggest you look up the Ukraine war and look up people who are actually speaking the truth on it, and not people who are going to tell you lies in order to make y'all not see. Why do you think we send billions of dollars over there? Every month we're sending billions and billions. You wouldn't have to keep sending money if you're actually winning. Because you're not, because you didn't think it would get this far. Yeah, they're taking America's tanks and they're putting it in a pop-up museum. Go look it up. That's how badly they're losing over there. All those useless tanks and weapons that they're sending over there. The Patriot systems is being mocked for its ineffectiveness. Like, they're sending weapons over there and those weapons are being mocked. They're being ridiculed. They're being captured. It's crazy. Russia has like minefields all over the place. So you have Ukrainian soldiers losing limbs due to all the mines that Russia has put all over those grounds. It's crazy over there. It's crazy over there. That's why they're sending billions of our money every month over there to Ukraine, because Ukraine is not winning. If they were winning, they wouldn't have to send billions of dollars every month or every other month. You see, they are war societies. They are societies who are built on war. What's good, Jeffrey? See, they are about that action. Eastern Europeans are about war. That's all they've known. They understand war. War is not new to them. They're used to fighting with their neighbors. We are not. We are not. I mean, Robert, you can believe that, but the numbers don't lie, bro. We're sending our weapons over there and they're getting captured and they're putting them in pop-up museums. That's what's happening. We can say it's outdated, but they're still causing a lot of damage. 45,000 men have lost their lives since June. Since the June counteroffensive, 45,000 men have either lost their life or been maimed in the counteroffensive. A lot of Ukrainian men are being killed on the battlefield and nobody wants to say anything. You can't bring this generation of men back. They're gone. They're gone. And this is why Russia is able to also send weapons and men to Western Africa. The Wagner Group, they're all over there in Western Africa. They done sent fighter jets over there to Mali. Mali got like a fleet of fighter jets. There's a lot more going on. What I want to say is there's a lot going on that y'all don't know about. The mainstream media is lying to you. This is why America's desperate. No, the deep state is desperate to keep Trump from becoming president because he will stop all that funding. the sending weapons. He will seek to make peace with Russia, and these deep staters can't have that. Look at Nikki Haley. This woman used to be the governor of South Carolina. She didn't do a horrible job, but she wasn't bad either. And to see her so obsessed with this war shows you what type of person that we're talking about here. And these are conservatives that's like, you know what, Ukrainian lives don't matter to us. But what happens when we send American lives over there? Y'all do know that mercenaries are being killed over there as well. You have American mercenaries being sent over there, and they're being sent back in boxes. We're sending billions of dollars that could be going to the homeless, money that could be invested into these inner cities. They are closing schools, and they're making kids bus to different parts of town to go to school. They could take that money and build up these schools, pay these teachers more, but they refuse to do it because we don't matter anymore. It's all about conquering other countries. But guess what, America, you're not going to be able to defeat Russia or China without losing blood, a lot of it. This is the direction that we are going. We are going in a direction of being able to imprison political opponents. That should never happen in America. This should never happen in America. We should not be able to attack political opponents and put them in jail. We're supposed to be above that. We talk about the rule of law and democracy, but there's no democracy going on. Putting a political opponent in jail is not democracy. When the president of the United States' son is a dope fiend who was making money and almost got, prosecuted, but he didn't because he made a phone call to Joe Biden. We're not investigating that. I mean, they're attempting to, quote unquote. But Joe Biden is the real criminal here. And people want to overlook that and go to Trump because he says mean things on Twitter. He has to be the bad guy because somebody has to be the bad guy because Democrats are good. But Joe Biden, not only is Joe Biden a criminal, he's a creepy guy who's been on video numerous times being creepy with young girls. And nobody wants to address this. All these feminists, all these social justice warriors, they don't want to address that. They just want to fabricate things and they want to project it onto other people. Joe Biden is creep numero uno. But we want to overlook that because Trump says things that hurts people's feelings. I'd rather have somebody be honest than lie and pretend like they're being genuine. This is a democracy, rule of law, right? But you're trying to imprison your political opponents. 4 indictments, really? 4 indictments. 4 indictments for what? Made up charges? They are made up charges. He's not just saying it just to be said. Now, listen, now Atlanta's talking about a RICO. On RICO, I don't think Donald Trump has been in Atlanta ever like that. Why is he getting a RICO there?
Our government loves sending money to other countries. Our roads are trash, and new immigrants get free healthcare and hotel rooms, but we have to pay.
Absolutely.
SMH.
Appreciate that, DHP. They care about immigrants. They care about sending money to foreign countries that don't even like us, who have neo-Nazis in their army. They don't have any black people fighting in their army over there because they hate black people. And these are the people that we are funding. You're bringing over people who can't even speak English, who are not going to assimilate, into any of these communities, and you're dropping them off just anywhere. Because you see, Democrats don't want to be honest about the homeless, and they don't want to be honest about immigrants. No, these are not immigrants. These are um, illegal immigrants. You see, if Democrats are honest, they think they're going to lose votes. So what they do is they let the problem get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until somebody else does something with it, and they're not blamed by their base for not wanting illegal immigrants in their city. Chicago, there were protests in Chicago because illegal immigrants were being put in black communities. Illegal immigrants were being put into black communities, and those black people were upset. You know how bad it has to be when black people say enough of this. Y'all having these illegal immigrants in our city, and in our not in our city. You're putting them in our community. Have y'all noticed that the faces of the people giving these indictments are black? New York, Atlanta, they're putting a black face on it. Black, because Democrats love their symbolism. But all this is doing is strengthening his base and making people want to support Trump. That's what it's doing. People who are on the fence, like, you know what? This ain't right. This ain't right. And I think more people need to speak out about this, because this should not be going on. Not in 2023, but it is, because democracy has been, we have been overtaken. Y'all know those movies where people who they'll infiltrate the government and then they'll become like high ranking. Like there was a movie with what's her name? Angelina Jolie, I think she played like a government agent, and the government higher ranking members of the government ended up being infiltrated by this I guess Russian guy, and he revealed himself at the end of the movie. Spoiler. We've literally been taken over by a bunch of Russia hating, Russia hating, greedy warmongers. We've been taken over. We have literally been taken over. Yeah, Salt. Right. Salt is the movie. Right. Salt is the movie. It's actually a good movie, in my opinion. I enjoyed it, But and how this agent, this guy that was placed, I believe he was like trained and then put in the environment of an American until he was able to reach the top almost. And he killed off all these different people. We have been infiltrated by people who don't have America's best interest. We have been overtaken by people who don't even care about America. Go look at a lot of the top diplomats or the top administrative people. They're like what, second generation Americans? They're like second generation Americans, Their lineage is not American. And they have this beef, this Eastern European beef, and they got into government, into politics in order to exact their revenge by using America. They want to use America to fight their wars, whatever issue that they have. The Biden administration is full of American hating, Russophobic, China hating people who are not Americans. They are foreigners whose family is not from here, but they themselves grew up with hatred instilled in them by their immigrant parents or grandparents. That's who is running the country right now. A lot of the top political officials, they're like second generation. If you look at their lineage, they're like second generation Americans. Shout out to FemCell.
Hey, give us some credit. At least we gave Trump a complimentary varsity burger and pecan waffle house during his brief visit here in ATL.
Appreciate that. Quavo said that, Trump was over there by Magic City. Should that make sure y'all like the stream? I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on to some other topics. I got some other things I want to get into. A lot of y'all need to wake up and see what is going on out here in America. Your country is being hijacked by a bunch of Eastern Europeans who family lineage is not American, who have a beef to settle, and they're using America to push their beef, to fight, to fight whatever battle they feel like they need to fight. That's what is happening. That's what's going on. Our country that we are in is being used by a bunch of Eastern Europeans who were born here to settle whatever lineage issues that they have. This is where we're at. They don't care about America. They just want to use America as a tool to go against their enemies. We are being used again by people who aren't even from this country to fight their wars. Well, I appreciate everybody that's liked the stream. Thank y'all. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to speak out against it. Some people may not care. They may think it is what it is. No, they did not, Jay. And the thing is about the UK, the UK uses America to fight their battles too. You see that Britain lost their empire, but they said, you know what? We're going to relinquish publicly the top Western hegemony to America, but behind the scenes, the Brits use America to fight their battles as well. They work together. The Brits, the Brits, they listen. If they were to go to war with somebody, they wouldn't stand a chance. That's how weak their military is. Doesn't mean they don't have the finest weapon and equipment that they do, but who have they fought? They've been hiding behind America. Since World War II, they've been hiding behind America. And we've been overextending ourselves, going into these countries, occupying them. The UK used to be a great power, about 60 years ago, 70 years ago. But ever since then, they've sort of relinquished it under the premise of America, helping them when they need them, Very closely linked for all the wrong reasons. Donald Trump is being attacked because he represents the anti-war movement. You see, these American-hating politicians, they want to use America to extract resources and to attack other countries. They could care less about America. But Donald Trump represents anti-war, anti-imperialism. Doesn't mean he won't go to war. I think in certain circumstances, especially with China, but with some of these other countries, I don't think he's interested in war with those countries and sending billions of dollars. But this is where we're at, people. And listen, I'm just here to inform. I'm here to inform. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to sway you. If you want to vote for the DNC or whoever, I mean, that's your vote. I can only give you the information that is out there. And the reason why you may not know this information is because they want y'all to be politically stupid. Salute to everybody that's here. I'm gonna go over some topics, some things that are going on that I want to get into. Um, so make sure that y'all like the stream so far. If you like what I'm speaking about, this is gonna be the first one. We're gonna. Speaking of Democratic operative, here we have another Democrat operative like Lizzo. Lizzo is a Democrat operative. She spouts liberal talking points when especially when it's political season. Cardi B is threatening to sue people because they're talking about Offset being a cheater. Isn't that why you broke up with him the last time? Is because he cheated, Cardi B? But now this fascist, because that's what she is, she's now talking about suing people. I mean, Cardi, do your best to sue people. I mean, that Tasha K lawsuit got her feeling like she can shut people up. Well, you're gonna need a lot more than this, Cardi, to try to shut people up. We know who you are. We see right through you. Not only has Offset cheated on you, he's probably cheating on you now, and that's my opinion. So you could try to sue whoever you want to, but this shows, and I tweeted about this. This shows you how insecure she is, and how this is why she gets all these surgeries. Is because she's a deeply insecure woman, and she's afraid that Quavo is going to leave her for a more attractive woman. She represents America. Cardi B is what America is on the global stage. America gets very jealous, and they're very insecure. And when another country is doing better than them, they can't stand that. Cardi B basically is the same way. She cannot stand when others look better than her, and get more attention, maybe get Offset's attention. And she feels some type of way. Let's get into this. As Cardi B says her husband Offset will be taking legal action against a Twitter troll who says the superimposed Offset's tattoo in a video to use it to support claims that he had cheated on the Bodak Yellow rapper. Come on, seriously. On Tuesday morning, the rapper said that she was tired of those who felt that their actions would not bring consequences, as she called out a Twitter user who had posted the video. Offset and Cardi had been married since 2017, but the marriage was rocky by cheating scandals. Oh, Cardi, but he's not cheating, though. A few years ago, leading to Cardi to file for divorce earlier this year, Offset admitted that he cheated and hurt his wife. So how can you sue somebody when he is actively cheating? But that was because he was not mature and ready for a commitment with Cardi. However, the couple have been in better times as they welcome kids' culture and a son Wave and enjoy life as a married couple. Despite that, Cardi's peace was disturbed after a Twitter user claimed that he had video evidence of Offset cheating on his wife again. The Twitter page appears to be a Nicki Minaj fan account or a supporter of the Barbs that posted an audio clip with someone saying, "Set trying to hook up with a woman that isn't Cardi," the audio said, before going on to say that there is an image of a woman Offset was allegedly trying to hook up with. Cardi B, however, cleared the air that the video was fake and that her husband's tattoo was photoshopped. So I wonder how Mr. Benny Wayne Walker Jr. is going to feel when he receives a letter to his workplace and to his home because his son Ashton decided which he's a graphic designer to put tattoos on somebody's body claiming it's her husband. So she's putting this person's full name out here and talking about what people's family is doing. So she's trying to fearmonger somebody into taking back what they said. She continued, which, by the way, babe, if you want to make it more convincing that it was her husband, make sure to put the blonde dreads and the bottoms since the dreads in your picture was black, and also her husband is not that skinny. She added that her lawyer will be sending it out to Twitter user because she was tired of people making up cheating rumors. As a matter of fact, y'all can hear this for yourself. Y'all get this for yourself. I mean, good luck in court, Cardi. And if you're doxing this person and putting their name and information out there, you could get sued. All right?
I wonder how Mr. Benny Wayne Walker Jr. is going to feel when
putting names out there. Putting people's names out there. I think you're the one who's going to get sued. She did say that, but
like I'll say about a month or less, he receives a letter to his workplace and to his home because his son Ashton decided, which he's a graphic designer, to put tattoos on somebody else's body claiming that is my husband, which, by the way, babe, if you wanted to make it more convinced that was my husband, you should make sure that you put the blonde dreads in the bottoms.
Well, if that's not your husband, why are you trying to sue? This is how deeply insecure this person is. How are you going to sue if you're saying that it's photoshopped and it's not real, why are you threatening to sue? Your lawyers must love you because every time they look around, you got another case you're trying to bring to court that they can charge you for. She's putting people's names out there, talking about she's going to sue. Good luck with that, Cardi. You better hope you don't get sued.
Since the dress that it was in your picture were black, and also my husband is not that skinny. So so
that video could have been old. That's why. Offset is not a big guy. He's always been a slim guy. He's not chub. I don't know how his body looked, but from what I've seen from him in videos, he looks like a slim guy.
You guys are going to receive a letter from his lawyer because all these little games that you guys want to play online is going to be over with. So make sure you have fun explaining that to your father, babes, because you're going to be getting sued and we're going to make an example out of you. Yeah, and that was a terrible AI voice, by the way. So bye.
Why would you need to make an example out of somebody that you claim is lying on you and you can prove that they lied? You wouldn't even need to take it to court. But this is what insecurity does. When you are a deeply insecure person, you do stupid things like this. How are you going to take them to court for what? You don't put the person's name out there, information out there. What do you think you're going to win? Because you went to court with Tasha K when Tasha K put out what is believed to be a lie about your health, about you having something. That is not the same as somebody saying that Offset cheated. Somebody claiming that you have a disease is not the same as somebody saying that their spouse cheated. They're not the same. You only beat Tasha K because Tasha K went to court unready. And she was given numerous times to settle the situation and she didn't do it. That's why she lost in court. But see, this lawsuit done gassed up Cardi to think that she can just start bullying people on social media just because a lot of people say your husband cheat. A lot of people have said that Offset has admitted to cheating and he's probably going to cheat again. Cardi, what you going to do then? This is very much bird behavior. This is very much bird behavior. And now she talking about a Twitter troll, people. She wants to take a Twitter troll to court. Look, I bet these courts probably have better things they could be focused on. But she was talking about taking a Twitter troll to court. And it would be funny. Because didn't Tariq Nasheed take somebody to court that was trolling him and lost? So Cardi, you can lose too. Okay? Just because you won that one case with Tasha K when Tasha K had opportunity after opportunity to settle that, that's the only reason why she lost. That don't mean that you're going to win this. You're going to end up going to court and embarrassing yourself. I don't care who you have. You could have Rock Nation's entire legal team. I bet if you take this person to court, you're going to lose, Cardi. I don't care if you have Rock Nation's legal team, Sean Carter, Beyonce's, all their legal team combined, you still go in and lose because they will look at this case and say, what the, like what? Why are you bringing us to court? Offset is a cheater. They probably tell you to your face, Carter, that Offset's a cheater. Good God. You know? Yeah, you want to take a troll to court. Imagine me on Twitter saying, I'm going to sue you as a troll. You're saying I'm sleeping with who? I'm taking you to court. They're going to be like, what? Said no, Boosie Bear took Tyreek to court. I'm telling you, man, like, y'all think y'all can just take people to court randomly and win. You're going to make yourself look bad. And that's exactly what I see happening in this situation. Let's see. Salute to everybody that's here. Let me get to this. Ava Marcel, y'all remember her? I made a video about her and her divorce, right? Well, apparently, she's not looking too well. She's lost some weight, and people are saying that she's not looking healthy. And this is after her divorce. I didn't think Ava was chubby before, but she looks like, she's not, she's trying to get that, I don't know, that Hollywood model, not Hollywood model, that mainstream model look. And, she's looking a little on the frail side, right? Let's get into this article. Marcel's slimmed down appearance has left fans worried about her well-being. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum took to Instagram Wednesday to share a 3-sided carousel of herself modeling a chic outfit. Hold on a second, y'all. I had to grab some water. When I be going in, I should be taking like water breaks, man. I need to be taking water breaks. Sitting atop a counter and striking various poses, Marcel, who's 38, paired a sleeky black bold top. I don't give a shit what she's wearing. She sported a little to no makeup and styled her, I guess her outfit. Let me skip through some of this. Social media users immediately began expressing concern over Marcel's emaciated look, with many wondering whether something is wrong and a few arguing that she needs about 10 more pounds on her. This is how she look, y'all. So you tell me if there's something wrong there. Y'all look at these photos. Does she look like, she's not eating? She's trying to get that model look. This could be her strategy for dating. Maybe she wants to attract a man that looks smaller. A man that likes a woman that looks smaller. Excuse me. Let's see. Is she okay? Why does she look so sick? Why does she look sick? She looks not well. Losing too much weight. She probably took that Ozempic. What's that shot called? Ozempic. Her face looks gaunt and hollow. Ozempic. What's wrong with Ava? We're just some of the remarks that followed, but several people defended the mother of three who filed for divorce from her husband, Mike Sterling, in March after less than 5 years of marriage. That's her again, y'all. She is looking skinny. Wow. he definitely must have took a couple of them Ozempic shots, man. She looks stressed. I'm sure the divorce is wearing her down. One observed, as another sympathizer added, Lord, whatever Ava is going through, please help guide her and her children. We're losing way too many of us too soon. See, again, this is why filing for divorce is not always the best option. Ava was with a man that adopted her children, adopted her child that she had with another man, and was raising them as if they were his own. And what does he get for it? He gets divorced. He gets divorced. And now people are saying, well, she looks like she's going through it. It's more of her. She looks like she could be Ava's sister, not Ava herself. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being thin, woman being petite, but you usually have people who've been petite their whole life. They don't go from being small to being petite like that too much, right? Before disabling the comments beneath the upload, the America's Next Top Model Cycle 3 winner replied with a heart emoji to someone who reminded critics, please remember Chadwick Boseman and watch what you say. Showing love is easier than spewing negativity. Given that the Black Panther star, who passed away in August of 2020 following noticeable weight loss amid a secret battle with cancer, a few skeptics asked, okay, so is she saying she has cancer? I'm confused. Right, like, you can't hide behind Chadwick Boseman. I'm sorry. If you have an illness, I understand that it's not our business what her health is. But when you go through noticeable weight changes, all she has to do is say, I'm eating differently, I'm working out differently. But for her to like a comment about Chadwick Boseman, I just don't think that's because all you do is add speculation. That's all you're doing. You're adding more speculation on top of what's going on. But Marcel did not outwardly address questions surrounding her health. Instead, she shared a cryptic quote that read, my mom once said, everyone in your life will have a last day with you, and you don't even know when it will be. Literally felt that. So again, what are you trying to say? Are you having health issues? Again, I'm not saying it's our business, but I mean, if you're looking noticeably different, and if it's just a lifestyle change, let's say that, you're working out, your workouts, or the way that you eat, maybe your calories are lower and your body is just reacting to losing weight, that way, right? Then people be like, oh, okay, that's a workout regimen. But when you're losing, again, it could be those Ozempic shots. Who knows? I mean, it's very popular. It's very popular. Someone then commented beneath the sentiment, why you turn off the comments on your last post? The pic is nice. To which all the Queen's Men star responded, too many people to block when everyone is saying horrible things about you. I'd rather not see it because it hurts. But as one fan pointed out, to expect people not to comment on an obvious change in appearance is unrealistic. Now, being mean and aggressive with it is undeserving and unnecessary. The whole mind your business and leave people alone statements are more cringe than the rude ones, because if celebrities wouldn't post their business, there wouldn't be comments at all. I agree with that. I agree with that. Celebs, you have to pick your poison. It comes along with the territory. She's not actively modeling, so her extreme weight loss is noticeable and concerning. Just don't be mean about it. I agree. Stop going in people's comment sections being mean to them. I think I've told y'all that. Being mean to people in the comment section is dumb to me. It really is. You can criticize. Nothing wrong with critique. But to call them names is just stupid. It's low vibrational. Very low vibrational. Listen, I don't know what's going on with her, but it's not good. It's not good. And I think that people are going to have questions. There's nothing wrong with questions. There's nothing wrong with looking at a situation saying that something about that isn't right. Something about that isn't right. And here we are. Here we are. Now, I wanted to address this because it seemed like she was blocking people on social media because she probably feels like people are being mean to her. But no, people notice your weight change, you know. And again, I think this was her before the weight loss. When you go from this to how you look now, it's going to be very noticeable because, again, you're 38 years old. You're going through a divorce. I don't even think divorce has been finalized yet. People want to know if you're okay. Because, listen, if people were genuinely, if they didn't support you, they would ignore it. You got a lot of people who are fake. You have a lot of people who aren't going to tell you the truth. They're going to lie to you. I wouldn't want people around me that's going to lie to me. If you see something that's bothering you, then say it. As long as you're being respectful about it. But it's clear to me that her fans see that there's a problem and they just want to address it with her. And there's nothing wrong with that. They care about her. If they didn't care about her, they wouldn't bring it up. They just act like, you know, everything is all right. If those people support you, they're going to want to know what's going on, and they're going to want to know if everything is okay. And I have no problem with that. They should care. Because if nobody cares, then that's a problem. And I'm pretty sure she wouldn't like it if people just ignored her problems and act like everything was okay. Right? I mean, celebrities, they do put a lot of their information out here. They really do. So I just want to address that because I saw that particular story and I want to address it while I was live. And a lot of the, you know, is there an issue there? She's going through a divorce and, you know, she's never had that type of weight loss before. So I'm gonna go from this to something truly comical. I'm gonna talk about this OnlyFans heifer. I've spoken about her before. This female is somebody who all she invites is drama, I believe. Her name is Danny Banks. She went on this podcast and is claiming that this former NFL player by the name of Damon Arnett, I think that's how you pronounce his name, he stole from her. An NFL player stole from her. Now, I actually spoke about her before because last year she claims that she was drugged at a party, and you know, and her watch was stolen. Now, she never said who it was. But now in this video, she's claiming that this guy stole from her. Why would he want to steal from you? Is he a Dusty?
Got robbed by a fucking NFL player and no one gave a fuck because he was an NFL player. If you know about iPhones and iKeychain password or whatever it's called, if you just type in the word passwords and settings, you can see my password for every fucking website I'm affiliated with. So I'm assuming this is what they did. So they got Cash App, they got Zelle, they got all my shit. And so when I said, oh, he Zelled himself all my money, no, he Zelled the $5,000, the limit of the day, and he stole my Cartier watch. I'll show you. Because actually, everyone thinks that I'm a fucking liar. His dumb ass must have forgot that he.
What I want to know is, did you press charges? Did you press charges? Because this is the first time I'm hearing about this. That he was the one that stole from you. Because last year, when I spoke about her, you know, she never named names. Now, a year later, you're naming names. Okay. And at the time, I believe he was in the NFL. So she's saying that this guy hacked into her phone, got her password. He did all this. He got her phone, so she ain't got no pass protection on her phone whatsoever. He got her phone. He went into the settings, got her passwords, found out what her password was to her Cash App and her Zelle. And he did all that. Where was you at? Through all this, where was you at? Did you sleep with him and fall asleep? Did you get the D and fall asleep and he went through your phone? Your lips are very still.
Had his government name on there. Well, here's my government name so they can see it. Fraud alert, Damon Arnett. He's trying to charge my Cash App thousands of dollars over and over. There's the first one, and just scroll through the pictures. And this is on October 27, 2022.
Now, that might have been around the time she got robbed the first time, reportedly. Let me go back to this article. Okay. Model Danny Banks didn't have a good time at a party. She told cops that she was intoxicated and some really bad people stole her luxury watch and cash. According to police report obtained by TMZ, Danny told Vegas cops that she had a Cartier watch stolen from her home and $5,000 taken from her bank account after going to a party. But a year later, she said it was her Zelle and her Cash App. It was her Zelle and her Cash App, not her bank account. Cops say Danny told them she thinks she was drugged at a party because she was not in her right mind. She told police a man drove her home in her car, and she said the two other men followed in another car to pick up the man who dropped her off. What? Man, just admit that you was tricking going wrong, right? You giving this dude access to your car, your house, right? Even your phone for whatever reason. He drove you home, so you was comfortable enough to have him drive you home instead of calling an Uber. And this guy did all this. He had all this elaborate setup to get your money. This is what we're talking about here. So the reason why I brought that up is because I had did a story about this. And she never named names that whole time. She never named names.
By a fucking NFL player, and no one gave a fuck because he was in an NFL.
She said nobody cared. That's because you never named a name. I never heard of Damon Arnett stealing from an IG model. I had never heard this before. Now, maybe somebody else did. They correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see a story where it said this NFL player robbed an Instagram model. His black ass would be in jail. Now, this is the same guy that lost his job because he wanted to pull a Ja Morant and some other stuff. It ain't just that. He was accused of something, right? Right after he got drafted, he was accused of something. That hurt his career as well. But I'm saying to myself, like, I had not heard of an NFL player stealing from a quote unquote model. My first time with her actually saying who this person was.
Player. If you know about iPhones and iKeychain password or whatever it's called.
Again, this is why I don't use iPhones. I've heard so many horror stories about iPhones, man. Why is it so easy to hack into iPhones? That's crazy. Not only is it easy to break an iPhone, it's that easy to hack into an iPhone. It's that easy to hack into an iPhone. What's up, Miss Stanger? Make sure y'all like the stream.
If you just type in the word passwords and settings, you can see my password for every fucking website I'm affiliated with. So I'm assuming this is what they did. So they got Cash App, they got Zelle, they got all my shit. And so when
She said they. I thought it was he. I thought he did this to you. Damon Arnett did this to you. You're saying they. not he. Listen, if somebody take money from me, I'm not saying they, them. I'm saying this person. I'm going to prefer it to this person.
Said, oh, he zelled himself all my money. No, he zelled the $5,000, the limit of the day, and he stole my Cartier watch. I'll show you. Because actually, everyone thinks that I'm...
Again, this is the same story. This is the same story. So she claimed that it was some random guy. She never put a name that I know of. She never put a name to whoever, quote unquote, robbed her. But now she's throwing this guy's name out there. She probably don't even know who it was.
Fucking liar.
Unless she just found this out. Maybe she just, why haven't you filed paperwork? If somebody stole from you, got you drunk, stole from you, why haven't you filed charges? It's not like Damon is not accustomed to the judicial system.
Dumbass must have forgot that he had his government name on there. Well,
why haven't you filed a lawsuit? Where's the lawsuit? Where's the lawsuit? Why haven't you sued? Press charges? None of that.
My government name so they can see it. Fraud alert, Damon Arnett. He's trying to charge my Cash App thousands of dollars over and over. There's the first one, and just scroll through the pictures. And this is on October 27, 2022.
But you didn't file charges? You didn't sue? Nothing? Is it because maybe it was a transaction and he took the watch too? Yo, this might have been a transaction, man. Listen. Yo, this might have been a transaction. I think this might have been a transaction, family. Yo, it's just like when a dude gets robbed. He says that his money got stolen randomly. Like he was out and about, and next thing you know, he says, my money gone. Your money is gone because of some heifer you done brought back to your room or to your place, and she done stole your money. That's what's going on out here, man. Listen, this is my opinion. I believe she was tricking. Because how come we just not finding out a year later almost that it was him that took this from you? You didn't know then who it was? Were you that intoxicated? Yeah, just like y'all know dudes randomly say, oh, somebody stole this out my house. They stole. Nothing is random. When you invite people in your home, there's a chance that they could take from you. And maybe she didn't think he would take nothing from her because he's an NFL player. I think she was tricking. I think the tricking was real, and I think he took advantage of it. And she got upset about it. Salute to everybody that's here. Salute to everybody that's here. I want to speak about some topics while I was live. Let's see. Is that it? Yeah, I think that might be it. Let me say this about Trump real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all can decide to support who you want. But our society is crumbling. You know why passport bros get so much hate? Because passport bros are seen as men who are leaving the quote unquote greatest country on earth, and they're choosing to go to quote unquote lesser countries. That's a bad look on America, especially when you have black men doing it. Okay. So this is why you have these degenerates shaming and trying to attack men for choosing to go elsewhere. We should be allowed as men, just like women have options and they've exercised them, we should be able to go and do the same thing. Everybody should go and do that. Live your life the way that you want to live it. I'm all about that. Okay? I'm all about people living a life the way they want to live it. And I'm in full support of people choosing their lanes. Just choose happiness over BS, right? We as men deserve to be happy. This country is crumbling. We have an administration in power that want to destroy this country by attacking others, and they're draining our resources and giving it to other people, and that money just circles back into the hands of these weapons companies and these politicians. But ladies and gentlemen, do what's in the best interest of you. Choose happiness. Choose to live your life the way that you want to. Invest in what you believe in. Get around like-minded people before it's too late. You know, you can't divide people who seek joy and happiness in their life and not derangement and not miseducation. When I say miseducation, I'm talking about miseducation on world politics. There's so many ignorant people. People actually thought Trump was going to be detained in jail. That's how ignorant people are. That's how ignorant y'all are. Y'all didn't think he would come in, do his photo op and leave. Then you obviously are very delusional. You have to commit a crime for them to detain you. Okay? Be real about this. But to everybody that's listening, understand me and understand this. You have to choose happiness. All the other stuff doesn't matter. And don't allow the opinions of others to control you. I don't allow nobody's opinion to dictate my life. I'll be who I want to be. I'll be around who I want to be around. I don't care. I will support who I want to support. And that's how it should be. We should be able to we should be able to choose the lane that we want to go through, because times are going to only get tougher from here. It's not going to get easier, it's going to get tougher. But I mean, you know, that's why it's good to get around like-minded people, not allow the media to beat you down. The media wants to beat you down. The media wants to control your thinking. And you know, you can't let them do it. You can't let them control how you think and how you feel. This is why and Eric said it earlier, that I stand on my square. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to stand on my square because I have no choice. Society is crumbling. What do you want me to do? Ignore it? And just say, you know what? Let's blame everything else but the problem. No, we got to look at what's going on today. And today, man, today, man, you don't want to believe that your country is corrupt, right? You don't want to believe it's been hijacked by a bunch of legacy Eastern Europeans, because that's what's happened. We've been hijacked by people whose family lineage is not even American. We have been hijacked as a people, as a country, not as a people, but as a country. I just hope people can see the truth. All right, people, that's it for me. Thank y'all for being here. Moderators, channel members, everyone that's here, thank y'all for being here and being a part of the show. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or X, Twitter, aka X, right? Follow me on Instagram. Y'all can send me topics via Instagram and Twitter. I don't really respond to Facebook messages. I really don't. Facebook messages is a mess. But Follow me on everything else. Subscribe to all my other channels. Hopefully y'all subscribe to all my other channels. Salute to everyone that's here. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all on the next show. Y'all take care. Have a good rest of your day. All right.